Hey, we're at the Big One show and we're at the Carp Lounge stand, which is famous for its RT4 bait boat. I'm here with Big Seb and we're just going to have a little chat with him about his own experience with the boat. So, Seb, you've been using the RT4 for how long, mate?
I think now around 5 years.
5 years. And have you, what's it done that other boats haven't done for you?
Well, I've been sponsored in the past by different bait companies, bait boat companies, and I experienced a lot of problems with the technique. Dennis, the mapping guy who specialized in the mapping for us, got me in touch with Alex many years ago. And when I arrived at the office, I was just in a German magazine with a big article. And that's how it all started. We got in a conversation and they gave me a boat to try out and to go on with.
Yeah. One thing that really always, it drew me to the RT4 when I got my one was the technology employed. It's just out of this world, isn't it? The technology that they're using in the boats, the build qualities, is not seen in any other bait boat.
Now that was the first thing that pulled my attention, you know, all the upgrades, all the options they had. And while I'm working now through the years with all the options that came up, for example, the new bait spiral system, I've been playing around from it with the first test model. And I'm trying different approach of baiting up. For example, instead of having one big pile of baits dropping with the hopper, now you can spread it out. I've been using this technique while I was fishing with one of the other team anglers who was using the normal dropper system. And what we experienced both was I had 3 times the amount of takes compared to him. And I know for sure fish are recognizing the big pals because many people use now bait boats. Yeah. And for example, you have to go upwards and forwards with the development. And I think this is one of the good points and examples what makes the difference between Carp Lounge and the other brands.
Yeah. If money was no object and you had free range of all the items that you can bespoke the boat out with, so what would you go for? What would be your dream RT4 and what would you pimp it out with?
My dream RT4 is, of course, with the brushless engines because I fish all the big public lakes in Europe. What I really like is the winch cam. It gives you a way edge of your presentation, if the baits are still there, to see the right spots, if it's clear between the weeds, you name it, and it gives you a new edge. So I definitely would take the winch cam option.
And bait spirals?
And the bait spirals, of course. You can get it with 2 bait spirals. Myself only prefer 1 bait spiral. I use 1 hopper with only a PVA bag with a little bit of freebies, and the other bait spiral section I fill up with all my mixtures and then spreading it out, going cross links over the water so you get a big spreaded bed and fish get more confidence in feeding because they have to swim for the bait. So I know for sure it's definitely giving you an edge and the fish will get more confidence in feeding, what's going to produce more takes for you. And it's proven me the last session in France, it definitely made the difference. So it is working. Brilliant.
So thanks again to Big Seb there. As I said, this is the Big One show. This is the Carp Lounge and the RT4 bait boats. So Jerry signing off. See you soon.